And another thing is another word, I think, along with proving things to yourself, you're realizing things.
Yeah, yes, that's right. I am realizing things, and I'm picking up things, like, especially like when I go out and I go on my normal routine, then I'm picking up on things as well that are that used to affect me emotionally, and then all of a sudden I'm expecting that feeling to come, and it's no longer there. Symptoms,
right.
Or sometimes if I'm traveling and a certain emotion will come at me, then I will say, oh, I need to clear it. You know, I need to remove it from my body. So then I will come home, and then I will take my time, you know, go through all the bodies and, you know, discover, you know, which ones they're in, and then remove it. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is to be on the wagon.
Yeah. Whereas before I wouldn't do that, you know. At the beginning, I would say to myself, well, this is only to remove the bone cancer. And I wouldn't think, oh, you know, use it to remove anything else. But like you said, as you go along this journey, then you realize, you know, you can use it for almost, you know, anything.
Well, you also realize that the bone cancer isn't coming out unless you remove the other things. The other things, they're ancillary causes. They're not direct causes.
Right.
They're ancillary causes.
Okay.
Those things cause, the jealousy causes the cancer. The disappointment causes the cancer. The immune dysfunctions cause the cancer.
Yeah, and the betrayal as well causes the cancer.
Yes, and there are several lessons on betrayals and also talks.
Yeah, okay, I printed out the lessons. But I haven't gone through the talks as yet, but I'll be doing that tonight.
You have to remove your betrayals.
Yeah. Not the other person. That's
not the other person's. And other people hook you in by betraying you. So you have to remove. See, what you've been removing the hooks.
Okay.
Like taking the person out of your body. You're actually we call it a hook, but you were calling it a person. It's the same thing. You're removing the person from your gravitational body, which is it's a hook.
All right, you call it a hook. Okay.
Yeah, these things. When you die, you take these with you.
Wow.
So you're hooked into this person in your next life when you're born.
Okay.
So you're actually removing your karma.
Is that a good thing? Removing karma?
Well, we're changing the world. You know, the world is now different because you did that.
Good.
Because the world is created by hooks that people have in them and stuff like that. That's what creates the world. That's why we have oil spills.
Okay.
That's why we have wars. Wars are caused by hooks that people have in them.
Wow. Okay. That's quite big.
Yeah, well, you're setting an example for what everyone can do to end war.
Right. Yeah. By removing the hooks, yeah.
Yeah, by removing the hooks, the cancer, and everything else you're removing. I want to show you something. This is a prayer.
Okay.
Now let me put you on. Hang on. Boop, 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 boop. And up we go. This is one of the prayers you printed out.
The prayer. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the continuous cleansing. Say this prayer every day.
Okay.
Let's do a little of it now, okay?
Okay, sure, yeah.
It starts with, all my bodies are free of pathology.
All of my bodies are free of pathology.
And when you get a signal, you've done that.
Yeah.
Okay. All my bodies are free of immune dysfunction.
All of my bodies are free of immune dysfunction. Yeah.
So you get a signal. You have to get a signal, and that means you've done the prayer. The prayer isn't done till you get a signal.
I understand.
All my bodies are at full function.
All my bodies are at full function. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that's enough. For you'll do the rest of the prayer when we get off. Do the prayer like at least once a day. And there are 2 other prayers that are linked to it.
Right.
So print them all out and do them. One of the prayers, see, do this. I'm going to show you something from one of the other prayers, okay?
Okay.
I am now removing the disturbances from the emotional bodies of everyone on earth.
I am now removing all of the disturbances. What's the rest? Sorry.
From the emotional bodies of everyone on earth.
From the emotional bodies from everyone on earth. Yeah.
Got a signal.
Got a signal there, yeah.
So that, you see, you can actually remove other things from other people.
Okay.
Like probably, in addition to you removing your own cancer, there are probably people who read about you or saw your movies who are removing your cancer sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Because they saw that you need some help or whatever, or just that you're doing it, and maybe you don't need any help, but they want to help, so they'll remove your cancer. And of course, if you remove somebody else's cancer and they're not curing it, they'll just get it right back. And it's the same with these emotional disturbances. Like, from most of the people on earth, when you removed those emotional disturbances, they were probably only gone for like a millionth of a second.
Right.
And then they just regenerated them. Emotional disturbances come out really easily, and I got my biggest bangs when I started from removing emotional disturbances, which I had a lot of when I started doing this, and I never remove emotional disturbances I have no emotional disturbances to remove anymore. I never get them anymore. Like, I just don't generate them. So I don't have to ever remove them. But when I first started, that was a big one. It isn't something you necessarily ever have to do for yourself, but doing it for the world is a nice way of working on the world, and it's easy to do it. You can easily do it. You don't have to be that powerful to do it.
All right. Okay.
So.
Excellent, yes.
Yeah, we can just do that all over the phone, okay, unless we decide different. But this is good. Now, what I would suggest, by the way, after you get off the phone with me, is do all of those prayers completely.
Okay, all the prayers, okay.
Because that'll probably be the first time you ever did them, won't it?
Yeah. Wallet, yes.
Yeah.
I've actually heard, when I've gone into the MP3, the audio, I've heard them.
Oh, good.
Some of the IMMUNICS saying them over the audios.
Yeah. Well, I think that everybody ought to keep that in their iPod forever, or in their wherever it is, your smartphone, and just listen to it and say along with it sometimes. That's an easy way to do the prayers, to just listen to the people doing the prayer with that MP3.
Yeah.
And do it with them.
All right, no problems.
All right. Then later, baby.
Okay, all right. Adios.
Adios. Area code 813-672-3419. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.